Hey guys, it's reading time. So again with the book Cookie, we made it to half of the book. You can see that nearly half of the book. Reading so fast, right? So every day will be a new chapter. If you want to read more books, but like if you don't have enough money to buy a new book, or you can't find an English book that is suitable for you anywhere, then just listen to my video. I have like nearly many books. I have many books such as Rent a Bridesmaid or My Little Sister, My Naughty Little Sister, those books. I have finished those already. So you can find those on my video. I have like posted on YouTube already so that you can both listen to English and read a book at the same time. So let's get started on this chapter. Things are going, I can't say that bad. It's quite well. It's nearly Beauty's birthday. So in today's video, she will invite all of her classmates to her birthday party. So we'll see how it goes, okay? Let's get started. Chapter 9. But before we started, let's drink some water with me. Even though you're not reading, but just drink some water to keep us healthy. Like I'm actually drinking cold water right now because the weather now is so hot. So, let's get started. I wanted to keep out of Dad's way when he came home from golf, but he started below me for the moment he got in the front door. I didn't dare lure in my room. I didn't want him flooding up the stairs and bursting into my bedroom. If he saw my broken mirror, he would explode. I went downstairs, ducking my head, fiddling with my hair, so scared of what Dad might said to me this time. But he was in one of his determinedly jolly moods. "Hello, hello, hello. Here's my lovely little beauty," he boomed. His face was very red, and he smelled of drinks. "Who's my pretty girl, eh? You look lovely, darling." "Ooh, so looks like Beauty's dad is in a good mood today." "Good." I felt my face going red. He was trying to make up for yesterday. It didn't make me feel better. It just made me go all squirmy inside. Dad patted me the top of my head and then chucked me under the chin. "My little girl," he repeated. "I'm not that little, Dad," I said. I know. You're growing fast. Your birthday just around the corner." So yeah, like I told you, it's nearly Beauty's birthday. I held my breath. Mom came out into the kitchen hall. "I fixed it up all up," said Dad, and he planted a wet kiss on my cheek. "Fix what, Jerry?" said Mom. She would see the expression on my face. "Beauty's party, silly dilly." "Are you sure about this, Jerry?" said Mom. "Think of all those children running riot, sticky hands all over the furniture. We're not going to have a party here. We're going to go out," said Dad. "I've been talking to a couple of chaps at golf. One of them is part of some theatrical management company. He reckons he can get a whole block of front stall seats for Birthday Bonanza musical." "Isn't that great? It's solidly booked up for the next 6 months. It's always a matter of who you know, eh? And to make the day extra special, I've done a deal with another chap who has his own fleet of limos. You can ask all your friends, Beauty. We'll fit them into a super stretch white limo. How about that?" I opened my mouth, but no sound came out. "Look at her, she's speechless," Dad chortled. "There, trust your old dad to turn up trumps." "Jerry, the fixer, that's me." He turned to Mom. "I'll fix the Water Meadows deal too. Just you wait and see." "I know you will," Mom said mechanically. "So, Jerry, what about Beauty's birthday tea?" "I've thought of that. They'll have a birthday buffet when they get here. None of that cheese cube or sticks and jelly and trifle rubbish. This is going to be a dead, certificated buffet with canapes." He ticketed each one of on his finger, little tartlets and tiny oval events. chicken satay, sausages in a honey sauce, crispy prawns, the works. And then instead of a birthday cake, we're going to have a profiterole tower. Yeah, the tower, really big tower, he said. He smiled at me. Don't look so stunned, baby. You'll love it. Profiteroles are them little chocolate creamy balls. They taste just like eclairs. But Jerry, who's going to make all this stuff? Said Mum. You are, of course, said Dad, and then he roared with laughter, redder than ever. Squealing, spluttering. Your face, Dilly. Dear Lord, you're practically wetting your pants. Calm down, darling. I'm only kidding you. We're going to get caterers in. They come along and lay it all out, even provide the fancy plates. And then they serve it all too. Won't that be grand, Beauty? Fancy having a proper waiter and waitress serving all your little friends, treating all you like grown-up ladies. Won't they be impressed? I felt faint. I could just imagine what Sky and Emily and Arabella would said. It's ever so kind of you, Dad, but won't it cost an awful lot of money? You said we'll maybe be poor if your water meadow deals doesn't go through, I stammered. It will go through, one way or another. Just you leave it to your old dad. Who am I? Jerry the... He put his hand to his ear, waiting for me to say it. Fixer, I whispered. That's right, little beauty. There, I bet there's not another girl in your whole school who will have such a special birthday treat. Aren't you a lucky girl? Yes, I'm very lucky, I said. I made myself smile and bounce about, though inside I was dying. I didn't want a party. I didn't want a posh buffet with profiteroles instead of a birthday cake. I didn't want a fancy stretch limo and front row seat at birthday bonanza. I especially didn't want all my class at school to come to the party. I took a deep breath. Dad, it all sounds as if it's going to be wonderful, but I think I would like it just as much, maybe even more, if I had just one friend, I said. And you, me, and Mom. I thought of Rana and me partying together. We could feast on our buffet and then swan off to the show in a posh limo, playing we were celebrities. It would be such fun. Just Rana and me. Don't be daft, Beauty, said Dad. He was still smiling, but there's an edge to his voice. We don't want people to think you haven't got any proper friends. But I haven't, Dad. Not really, I mumbled. I saw you just the other day with two lovely little girls hanging on your arms. They were, and then there's one, that gorgeous kid, the one with all the hair and big blue eyes, Sky. But Dad, stop all this butting. You're not a little goat. How many girls are there in your class? 19. Well, you better get busy, little beauty. You need to write out 18 invitation. You can do it on my laptop or maybe handprint them yourself, seeing as if you're artistic. I handprinted the first one. I used special purple card and my silver italic pen. I didn't address it to Sky or Emily or Arabella. I didn't even address it to Rana. I wrote, Dear Sam and Lily, please come to my birthday party next Saturday. There will be a big buffet for you, Sam, and I'll make a special lettuce sandwiches and carrot cake for you, Lily. Love from Beauty. I drew a border of little silver rabbits chasing each other all around the edge of the card, and then I put it on a purple envelope and shook little silver hearts inside. I didn't post it. I put it in a folder where I kept all my Sam and Lily drawings. Then I sighed deeply and started on a real invitation. 18 of them. I used ordinary white cards, an envelope, and a blue pen. I drew a birthday cake on each one, even though I wasn't going to have one. I saved Rana cards still last. I used a red card for her and a gold pen. I drew 4 little teddy bears in each corner. I added, Reginald Redtit is of course invited. He can feast on his very own pot of honey. And I thought of everyone opening their invitation at school. They would see that Rana's was more elaborated. If they look at what I've written, they'll laugh at me and think I was weird. I sighed again and wrote a new invitation for Rana on white card with a birthday cake, identical to all the others. I gave her the invitation first when I got to school on Monday morning. I made Reginald Redtit hold it. He's had a good weekend, but he wants to live back with you now, I said. Is he giving you a letter? Said Rana, laughing. It's an invitation to my party, I said shyly. Oh, how lovely, said Rana, opening the card. What's that you've got, Rana? Said Sky, running over to her. Beauty's asked me to her birthday party, said Rana. Oh, gross. Ugly's having a party. Well, that will be a total freaky fun time, said Sky. So who else have you invited to your party, Ugly? You got a whole wad of invitation there, just as well, because I bet very few girls will want to go to your party. I want to go, said Rana, as I handed out invitation. What sort of birthday cake were you having, Beauty? I'm not having a proper birthday cake, I said apologetically. I'm having a profiterole tower. Oh, wow, said Rana. I've seen those cakes in a special shop in London. Are you really having one? Yes, but you can't put candles on them. Who needs boring old candles? Said Rana. I wanted candles so I could blow them all out in one go and have a proper birthday wish. But my wishes didn't ever come true, so maybe I didn't need candles after all. What else are you having to eat at your party, apart from this profi thingy? Asked Poppy. My mom said that I can have a proper pizza when I have at my party with all different toppings. I don't think there will be pizza, I said. It's going to be like a buffet, finger food, canapes, little tarts and sausages and stuff. Canopies, said Rana. How cool, just like a real grown-up party. It sounds totally weird, if you ask me, said Sky. Are you going to have dancing at your party, Ugly, as you're such a good dancer or not? No, we're not having any dancing, Sky, I said. Sky rolled her eyes. So what kind of a dual party is it going to be? Are you going to sit cross-legged and do a spelling test for fun? We're going to the theater to see Birthday Panazza, I said. Oh, wow, 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 Rana shrieked. That's group Maktavash are in that, and Will Furman. They're so cool. I've been dying to see that show for ages, but my dad can't get tickets. Well, my dad can, I said, suddenly proud. So who's going to Birthday Bonzana? Said Sky, narrowing her eyes. Just you and Rana? Dad got ticket for everyone. There's a great group from all the girls standing around. Am I going? Are we really all going? Are we sitting near the stage so that we can see Mark Tarbish? And we'll really close up. Dream on, said Sky. There'll be those rubbish seats right at the back where you can't see a sausage. We got a front row stall seat, I said. My dad fixes. So how is everyone going to get there? Sky said. I suppose your famous fixer dad has hired a coach? No, he's hiring a super stretch limo, I said, with a little nod of my head. Everyone squealed and clapped their hands, even Arabella and Emily. Sky stood there, arms folded, chin jutting. So, is everyone invited? She said. I still had her invitation in my hand. I so wanted to tear it into tiny pieces, and said everyone but you, Sky. She was staring at me, her blue eyes suddenly anxious. I hated her, but I still couldn't do it to her. Of course everyone invited Sky, even you, I said, and I pressed an invitation into her hand. She didn't even thank me. She simply glanced at hers and then said in an offhand manner, "I'm not sure I can make it that Saturday anyway." But we both knew wild horses wouldn't stop her coming. She was still hard to me all day long. In a way, I expected her for that. Emily and Arabella still called me ugly, but they smiled at me in a new silly way. And Arabella offered me some of her crisps at playtime. Lucy and Poppy started up a "Did I Like Bears?" birthday present conversation, and some of the girls who hadn't had a single word to me since I joined the class last year started chatting away as if I was their new best friend. It felt so weird. That really was Yeri the Fixer. I longed for them to like me, and not look as if they did, but it wasn't real. They hadn't really changed their minds about me. They just wanted to keep in with me so that they could come to the party. I smiled and chatted back to all of them, but inside I despised them. I didn't despise Rana. Of course, she's been kind to me all along. But she was lovely now. You're so lucky, Beauty. Imagine your dad fixing all that for your birthday. Yeah, that's like that, I said. Can I sit next to you in a super stretch limo? Beauty, Rana asked. Of course. Will you sit next to me in the theater? You bet. She hesitated. I suppose I'll have to have Sky on my other side, seeing as if she's my best friend. I took a deep breath. Is she always going to be your best friend, Rana? Rana shrugged awkwardly. Well, we've been best friends since that first day of infant school, and we live in the same road, so we can't really break up. I hate it when she's mean to you. I begged her to stop, but she won't. You know what she's like, Rana edged closer to me and whispered in my ear. I wish we could be best friends, Rana. Beauty and Rana. So that's the end of this chapter. So next time it will be Rana's birthday. Preparation for Rana's birthday. So excited. It will be chapter 10 and chapter 11, then all the way to the end of the chapter. So bye. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video for more story of Beauties and her dad and her mom and her best friend Rana as well. So bye.